Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to IdeaCaster Daily. I'm Joe, and it's Tuesday, January 13th, 2026. You're listening to the show where we go deep on 3 real business ideas you could actually start. Not theory, not fluff, just actionable opportunities with real numbers attached. All right, here's what we have cooking for you today. First up, we're talking about private label food products on TikTok Shop. And I'm not talking about just another boring drop shipping scheme. I'm talking about partnering with small batch food makers who craft incredible hot sauces, spice blends, and specialty snacks, but have zero clue how to market them. You become their distribution engine. And a single viral video can generate 10,000 orders overnight. I'll show you how you can start with just $2,000 and one product. Second, we're driving into something for the B2B crowd. It's an AI experimentation platform for companies that are drowning in AI hype but have no idea how to actually implement it. Here's the twist. Instead of top-down mandates that employees ignore, you facilitate bottom-up innovation. Employees pitch ideas, you run structured hackathons, and the best solutions get rolled out company-wide. We're talking about $5,000 to $15,000 per month in platform fees, plus consulting revenue on top of that. And finally, we're looking at something I'm calling the Product Pass. It's a membership bundle that gives freelancers and solopreneurs access to 10 to 15 premium SaaS tools for one flat monthly fee. Think Costco, but for software. Your customers save hundreds of dollars a month. SaaS companies get a new customer acquisition channel, and you're taking home 60 to 70% margins without building a single line of code. 3 very different opportunities, 3 very different skill sets. Let's see which one has your name on it. Let's go. All right, idea number 1, private label food products on TikTok Shop. Let's picture this. You're scrolling TikTok at 10 p.m. and you see a 30-second video of someone drizzling this gorgeous, smoky habanero hot sauce over tacos. The lighting is perfect. The sizzle is hypnotic. The creator takes a bite, and their eyes go wide. 300,000 views, 12,000 comments saying, "Where do I buy this?" There's a little shopping cart icon right in the video. Click, purchase, done. The creator just moved $40,000 worth of hot sauce in 48 hours. This is not a hypothetical. This is happening every single day on TikTok Shop right now. Food is the number 1 impulse purchase category on the platform, and it's growing over 300% year over year. So here's the opportunity. You're not creating food products from scratch in some kitchen. You're finding small batch producers who already make incredible stuff but have terrible branding and zero marketing presence. Maybe it's a woman in Tennessee who makes the best damn apple butter you've ever tasted, but she's only selling it at farmers markets. Or a guy in Texas with mind-blowing brisket rub that should be in every kitchen in America, but he's never even heard of TikTok Shop. You become the bridge. You work with them to create proper branding, maybe redesign the label so it looks really premium. You handle the TikTok marketing. You create the content. You run the shop. They manufacture and ship. You split the profits. Now let's talk numbers because this is where it gets really interesting. Private label food products typically have margins between 40 and 60%. Let's say you're selling a 12-ounce bottle of hot sauce for $24. Your cost from the manufacturer, maybe $9 to $10, including the bottle, label, and filling. Shipping is another $4 to $5. You're clearing around $10 per bottle in profit. That might not sound like much until you remember that one video can become viral and generate thousands of orders. Let's say you get a video that hits 500,000 views and converts at 2%. That's 10,000 orders. At $10 profit per bottle, you just made $100,000 from one video. Now here's the reality check. Not every video goes viral. In fact, most won't. You need to be posting consistently, testing different angles, different products, different creators. This is a volume game at first, but food content has a huge advantage. People love watching it. Recipe videos, cooking tutorials, taste tests, they're absolutely entertaining and people love it, even if they don't buy. So your content has a shot at reaching people organically without you spending a fortune on ads. Let me paint a realistic first-year scenario for you. You start with $2,000. You find a small batch producer who makes an incredible product. Let's say it's a spice blend for grilling. You order 500 units to start, get proper labels printed, and you're in business. Month 1, you're posting 3 to 5 videos a week. You're experimenting with different hooks, different formats. Maybe you do a perfect steak seasoning tutorial. Maybe you show before and after shots of boring chicken versus chicken with your blend. You make a few $100s in sales, but you're learning what resonates. Month 3, you crack the code on a video format that works. Maybe it's a quick 30-second recipe video with dramatic close-ups. One of your videos hits 200,000 views and you do $4,000 in sales that week. Now you're onto something. By month 6, you've added 2 more products, maybe a second spice blend and a hot sauce. You're doing $15,000 to $20,000 a month in revenue. At a 50% margin, you're clearing $7,000 to $10,000 in profit monthly. Scale that out over a year, and you're looking at $80,000 to $100,000 in profit in year 1 if you execute well. Year 2, once you have the system down and a catalog of proven products, you could be doing $50,000 a month or more. But let's talk about who should not do this. If you hate creating content, or if you're not willing to be on camera or direct others who are, this isn't for you. TikTok Shop's success is 90% content and 10% product. You need to be obsessed with the platform, watching what's trending, understanding why certain videos pop off. Also, if you're looking for passive income, keep walking. This is active. You're managing inventory, coordinating with manufacturers, handling customer service, and constantly creating content. It's a real business, not a side hustle you can ignore. So here's my quick verdict. The idea is perfect for content creators who want to build a product business without the overhead of manufacturing. It's perfect for foodies who understand flavor profiles and can spot great products. And it's perfect for anyone who's willing to put in the reps on TikTok and treat it like a craft, not just posting randomly and hoping for the best. The barrier to entry is low, the upside is massive, and the market's on fire right now. If you move fast, you can own a niche before it gets crowded. All right, let's shift gears completely. Idea number 2 is for the B2B crowd. We're talking about an AI experimentation platform for companies. Here's the problem every mid-sized and large companies deal with right now. They know AI is important. They've read the headlines. They've sat through the LinkedIn posts about how AI is going to transform everything. So leadership brings in some expensive consultants, mandates that every department adapt AI tools, and then nothing happens. Employees ignore it. Adoption is terrible. The tools sit unused. 6 months later, the executives are frustrated. The employees are cynical, and the company has wasted hundreds of thousands of dollars. Why does this keep happening? Because top-down AI adoption doesn't work. When you force tools on people without involving them in the discovery process, they resist. They don't see the value because they weren't part of finding it. So here's the opportunity. You build a platform that flips the entire model. Instead of top-down mandates, you facilitate bottom-up innovation. Here's how it works. Your platform allows employees to submit AI tool ideas and use cases. Maybe someone in HR says, hey, I think we can use AI to automate our initial resume screening. Someone in sales says, I bet we could use AI to generate personalized outreach emails at scale. The idea gets submitted to the platform and employees vote on which ones they think would be most valuable. Then you run what I'm calling a builder day. It's a structured 48-hour hackathon where small teams take the top voted ideas and actually build minimum viable products. You bring in facilitators, provide templates and frameworks, give them access to AI tools, and create a competitive, energized environment. At the end of the 48 hours, teams present their MVPs to leadership. The best one gets greenlit for company-wide rollout. Now, this isn't just a software play. This is a combination of platform and service. You're selling the software platform that manages submissions, voting, project tracking, and collaboration. But you're also selling the facilitation service, where your team comes in, runs the builder day, coaches employees, and ensures the event is productive and energizing. Let's talk about money. You're targeting companies with 500 employees or more. These are organizations that have innovation budgets and are desperate to figure out AI adoption. The platform itself is licensed as $5,000 to $15,000 per month, depending on company size. That covers unlimited users, all the core features, ongoing support, and updates. Then you charge for Builder Day facilitation, a single 48-hour event with your team facilitating runs $10,000 to $20,000. Most companies run these quarterly, so you're looking at recurring revenue from events on top of the platform fees. Let's do the math on a realistic first year. You start by signing 3 pilot customers in months 1 through 3. These are companies you have relationships with, or maybe cold outreach to innovation directors who are desperate for something that actually works. You charge them a discounted rate to start, let's say $5,000 a month for the platform and $10,000 for their first Builder Day. 3 customers at $5,000 a month is $15,000 in monthly recurring revenue. 3 customers at $5,000 a month is $15,000 in monthly recurring revenue. Plus, you're doing 1 Builder Day per customer per quarter. That's an additional $30,000 every 3 months. Over the course of year 1, you're looking at $180,000 in platform revenue plus $120,000 in facilitation revenue. That's $300,000 in year 1 revenue with just 3 customers. Scale that up. By the end of year 1, you've signed 10 customers. Some are paying $15,000 a month because they're larger enterprises. You're doing 40 Builder Days a year at an average of $15,000 each. You're looking at well over $1 million in annual revenue by the end of year 2. Here's why this model is so powerful. You're solving a problem companies are actively spending money to solve right now. They're already hiring consultants and buying training programs that don't work. You're offering something better, a structured, repeatable process that actually drives adoption from the inside. And here's the beautiful part. Your customers get wins they can measure. After a Builder Day, they have functioning MVPs that employees are actually using. They can point to tangible ROI and make it easy to justify renewing and expanding. Now, who should not do this? If you don't have expertise working with enterprise clients, this will be tough. Selling into companies with 500 plus employees requires understanding procurement processes, navigating multiple stakeholders, and being patient with long sales cycles. If you're used to quick consumer sales, this is a different beast. Also, you need to be comfortable facilitating workshops and coaching teams. If you hate public speaking or running group sessions, this isn't for you. The facilitation piece is where you deliver the most value, and it requires confidence, energy, and structure. Here's my quick verdict. It's perfect for the former consultant who knows the corporate world and wants to build a scalable business. It's perfect for innovation professionals who've run hackathons or designed sprints and want to prioritize that expertise. And it's perfect for anyone who sees the massive gap between AI hype and AI execution and wants to be the bridge. The market is enormous. The timing is perfect. And if you execute well, you're building a 7-figure business with strong retention and high margins. All right, final idea. Idea number 3. I'm calling this one the Product Pass, and it's a membership bundle for SaaS tools. Let me set the stage. You're a freelance graphic designer. You need Figma for design work. You need Notion for project management. You need Grammarly for writing. You need Canva for quick social graphics. You need Calendly for scheduling. You need Loom for recording video updates for clients. You need an email marketing tool, a contract management tool, a time tracking tool, and it all adds up. and you're spending $300 to $400 a month on software subscriptions alone. And half the time, you're not even using the full feature set of these tools. You just need access. Now imagine someone offers you a deal. Pay $149 a month and you get access to 10 to 15 premium SaaS tools. Not free trials, not watered down versions. Full access to the tools you already use, all bundled together. Would you take that deal? Of course you would. You would save $200 a month. That's the product pass. It's Costco for software. You curate a bundle of SaaS tools that freelancers, solopreneurs, and small agency owners actually need, and you sell access to the entire bundle for one flat monthly fee. Now here's the brilliant part. You're not building any of these tools. You're partnering with existing SaaS companies who are desperate for customer acquisition channels. You go to them and say, hey, I have an audience of 10,000 freelancers who would love to try your tool. Give me free or heavily discounted access for my members, and I'll drive paying customers to you. Because customer acquisition is their biggest expense. They're spending $50 to $200 to acquire a single customer through ads. If you can deliver them customers who are already warmed up and using their product, and you only take a cut if they convert, it's a no-brainer for them. Let's talk about how you make money. You charge members $149 a month. You've negotiated with your SaaS partners to give you access at a cost of $40 to $60 per member per month across all the tools. You're keeping $85 to $100 per member in profit. That's a 60 to 70% margin. Now, let's map out a realistic year one. You start by identifying your niche. Let's say you're targeting freelance marketers specifically. You curate a bundle of 12 tools: Notion, Grammarly, Canva, a social media scheduler, an SEO tool, a video editing tool, an email platform, and a few others. You reach out to these SaaS companies with a pitch deck that shows them your plan and your audience. Some will say no, but you only need 8 to 10 to say yes to have a compelling bundle. You negotiate terms where they give you free or discounted access for your members, and in return, you send them referral customers. Month one, you launch with a waiting list. You post on Twitter, LinkedIn, and freelance communities. You run a small campaign targeting freelance marketers. You get your first 50 members. That's $7,450 in monthly revenue. At a 65% margin, you're clearing about $4,800 in profit. Not bad for month one. Here's where it compounds. Month three, you're at 200 members. That's $29,800 in monthly revenue. You're clearing $19,000 in profit per month. By month 12, you're at 800 members. That's $119,200 in monthly revenue. You're clearing $77,000 in profit per month. Annualized, you're looking at $900,000 in profit in year one. And here's the kicker. This is a recurring revenue. As long as your members are happy and your bundle stays valuable, they keep paying month after month. Your churn rate should be low because people hate canceling subscriptions, especially when they're getting massive value. Now let's talk about the challenges. The biggest one is acquisition. You need to be good at marketing and community building. You need to reach out to freelancers where they already are. Twitter, LinkedIn, Reddit, Facebook groups, Slack communities. You need to create content that resonates, build trust, and convince people to take a chance on your bundle. The second challenge is retention. If your tools aren't actually useful, people will cancel. You need to consistently survey your members, understand which tools they love and which ones they're not using, and swap out underperforming ones for better ones. This is a curation business, and curation requires taste and attention. So who should not be doing this? If you don't have an audience or distribution channel already, this is going to be an uphill battle. You need to be able to reach freelancers at scale, whether through content, ads, partnerships, or community presence. If you're starting from zero, it'll take longer to hit those numbers. Also, if you're not comfortable negotiating with SaaS companies, this will be tough. You need to be able to pitch the value you're bringing and structure win-win deals. If you're shy or bad at sales conversations, you'll struggle to get the partnerships you need. Here's my quick verdict. This is perfect for content creators or community builders who already have an audience of freelancers or solopreneurs. It's perfect for former SaaS employees who understand the industry and have relationships they can leverage. And it's perfect for anyone who loves curating great products and wants to build a high margin, recurring revenue business without writing a single line of code. The market is massive. There are over 60 million freelancers globally, and they're all drowning in software subscriptions. If you can solve that pain point with a simple, valuable bundle, you're building something people will genuinely love. All right, let's bring it all home. 3 very different ideas today. Let me recap. Idea 1, private label for food products on TikTok Shop. Partner with small batch food makers, handle the marketing, and ride the wave of the fastest growing commerce platform out there. Low barrier to entry, high upside if you crack the content code. Perfect for content creators and foodies who love TikTok. Idea 2, AI experimentation platform for companies. Build a platform and service that helps enterprises drive bottom-up AI adoption through structured hackathons and builder days. High revenue per customer, strong retention, and you're solving a massive pain point. Perfect for former consultants and innovation professionals. Idea 3, Product Pass, the SaaS membership bundle. Curate premium software tools, bundle them for 1 monthly fee, and save freelancers hundreds of dollars while building a high-margin recurring revenue business. Perfect for a community builder and SaaS insiders. If I had to pick one, personally, I think the Product Pass has the most leverage right now. The margins are insane. The product is enormous. If you get the curation right, you're building something that scales beautifully. But that's just me. The right idea is one that matches your skills and gets you excited. All right, folks, that's it for today. Tomorrow on Wednesday, we're going to dive into 3 completely new opportunities. If you loved today's episode, share it with someone who's looking for their next move. And if you want to go deeper on any of these ideas, hit me up. I love hearing what resonates with you. All right, guys, I'm Joe. This is IdeaCaster. Let's go build something.